Two things, guys. If you love the first Joker movie, which I personally think was an absolute masterpiece, you will walk out disappointed after watching this movie. It's not the movie you think it is. Number two, if you despised the first movie and you were like, you know what, I don't know why everybody likes this, this might actually justify the people that didn't like the first movie. They might be like, I told you so. Now, let me dive into this one, guys. This is basically, where the first movie felt like something Martin Scorsese would do. Taxi Driver, the way it was shot. It had that 80s, vibe to it. It was beautiful. It was something that I personally feel should have been left as a singular project. We didn't need a sequel, and this movie just confirms that. But you guys know how things work. Probably the executives, they were like, you know what, the first movie made $1 billion, which at the time was unprecedented because DC movies were doing really bad. Let's make a sequel. Now, my biggest problem with making a sequel is if it's not better than the first movie, then don't do it at all. I understand the musical aspect, and I actually give Todd Phillips props for trying something different, and going in a different direction. But this is the same Todd Phillips that gave us The Hangover Part 2 after the first movie, was just a masterpiece, a comedic masterpiece. Still one of my favorite movies ever. And it feels like this is just a repeat of what happened. The musical aspect works to a certain extent. This is basically a musical / courtroom drama. It works, but there's a point where you get to, it becomes annoying. You personally just tell yourself, oh man, are we going into another song? That's where the movie falls short. And I feel like the runtime doesn't do the movie any favors at all. It's too long. The first movie was very compact, clear vision, executed to perfection. This, sometimes it feels like the sections in the movie where you question, you like, did we really need this in the movie? Was this necessary? And once again, okay, that's all the negatives, and positive, I still think that Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur Fleck is genius, but the movie lets him down this time around. It's not as strong as the first one, so he tries his best to elevate the material, but you can only do so much as an actor. And the one aspect that actually surprised me here is how underutilized Harley Quinn is. I mean, Lady Gaga, if you go watch A Star Is Born, she was probably the best part about that movie. And I thought she was going to have a similar impact on this movie. I think this movie would have actually worked better if Harley Quinn was the main character. And, we only had a few appearances as Arthur shows up, behind the scenes. I think that direction would have been better. Dr. Harley Quinzel would have been an interesting take, but it's a underutilized character in the movie. And, guys, the visual aspect of the movie, like cinematography, I can't fault the movie in that department. It looks absolutely brilliant. It looks gorgeous. There's shots in here that's absolutely breathtaking. It looks stunning. It's just in the story department where the movie just falls short, and it feels like, it could have been something different. I had this as one of my most anticipated movies of the year because I absolutely love the first movie, but it's sad when you go in and you watch a movie and you realize, okay, this is a big finger in the middle to everyone. It feels that way. It feels like you think you're going to get this movie, I'm going to give you this movie. And that's what this is, guys, So it's a mixed bag, guys. So I'm really disappointed. I'm being honest. Like, I was expecting something unique, but it is what it is, guys. Welcome to how things are going nowadays. What you think you're getting, you're going to get something completely opposite, So you just have to deal with those type of things as a fan. But when it comes to a rating, guys, I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5. It's a decent effort, but it's a sequel. So obviously it's going to be compared to the original. And the original felt like it was a moment in time. It came out, there was a lot of controversy surrounding the movie, and I think that actually propelled the movie even further at the box office, because people were like, I need to see what this is about. And it shocked a lot of people, and I feel like it should have just stayed that way. It should have just remained as a once off original, Elseworlds movie. It would have worked very well. But, these things happen, guys, and please let me know what you guys think about this movie. Are you excited for this? Are you going to watch it? Or, have you seen some of the reviews put you off slightly? I always say, don't let that put you off, guys. Watch the movie for yourself, form your own opinion, and then decide what you think about the movie. Like, from my aspect as a fan, I'm very disappointed, guys. I hold Joaquin Phoenix in very high regard. I'm a huge fan of Lady Gaga. I was just expecting something different, and it's a bit of a disappointment. So that's it for me, guys. Catch you on the next video.